Welcome everybody, thanks for tuning into the reading. I hope everybody's doing well. So today's reading is, how does their mother think and feel about you? So how does their mother think and feel? This is the mother of your love interest. So this could be, your love interest could be your ex, your spouse, your crush, your soulmate, your twin flame, you know, whoever you have a romantic interest in. And this could be, you know, how the mother feels about you currently, you know, if you know each other or if, you know, they know about you, and or it could be about how they would feel about you, you know, if you were in a relationship, you know, with their child, okay, or, with their son or daughter. Just FYI, I am channeling as a feminine in this reading just for simplicity's sake, okay, because this is, you know, a reading about your love interests, mother's thoughts and feelings, so it gets a little bit to be a lot to say. So for simplicity's sake, I will be channeling as a feminine, but use the correct pronoun for your situation or your scenario. And you know, parts of the reading might resonate, parts might not. Recall that I am reading for a lot of different people, but likely if you're drawn to the reading, there's a reason why. Also, you know, at the end of each reading, I'm going to be pulling channeled messages from the mother, so you want to stick around for that. That's the end of each reading. And then in the extended versions or the extendeds, I will be giving some customized, you know, card pulls and messages, you know, depending on the readings themselves. I do pull, you know, some love messages from your person and a couple of the extendeds, and in one of them I pull extra advice, okay, because that was what was needed, okay. So remember, know that this is a general reading. You know, take what resonates, forget what doesn't, and I hope that you find some value in the reading. There are some constructive readings here, and there's also like a very pleasant reading as well. So just to let you know, it's kind of a mixed bag today so that you know what to expect. So starting with option one. Option one is a little green baby one. No, actually this is yellow. Little yellow white mouse is option one. White mouse in yellow. And then we've got little white mouse in pink. It's option two. And little white mouse in blue for option three. So pause the video if you need more time. The timestamps are in the description box below. I'm going to try to put them in the comment section too. I've been doing pretty good about that. I'd like to take a moment to thank everybody who has purchased personal readings from me. Those of you who have been sending me decks from my Amazon wish list, thank you so much. Appreciate that. As well as those of you who have went over to Vimeo, to the extended readings. Every little bit helps to support my channel and keep it going, including when you click on an ad. That does help to support the channel as well. It is a nice energy exchange for doing the reading, okay? So regardless of what you do, just tuning in is enough. I really appreciate that so much. And if you do like the readings, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share if you feel, you know, drawn to, and let me know if the readings resonate in the comment section down below. I love to read your comments. So we're gonna get started with option one. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome, option one. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you're doing really well, taking care. So this is a reading where we look at how does your love interest mother think and feel about you. So I pre-shuffled the cards and I have the first half of the tarot laid out. So I'm just gonna let you know up front, option one, that this person's a pill, okay? So fair warning, what signs do we have? Let's start with that. For those who like to know the signs, and I feel like it's relevant because it's the energy of this person. We've got Leo energy, we've got Aries energy, and we've got Pisces moon energy, all in reverse. This person's showing up in a blocked energy, in a distorted energy. And when I pulled the music oracle to get a card representing your love interest mother, we got Madonna in reverse, and she's also a Leo, okay? So this card says a lot about the type of person that you are dealing with or would be dealing with if you are involved with your love interest. I don't know if you're involved with them or not, but this is their mother. The mother is somebody whose attitude is, you know, everyone is entitled to your opinion. So this person just feels like they have the right to impose their opinion on you. They think that everyone's entitled to their opinion, and they take sort of a too cool for school, the devil may care sort of attitude. And while that might all seem, you know, good, well, we'll get more into the reading and I'll let you know, what I think about that. This person, you know, they could say something along the lines to you of, you are and always will be your own work in progress. So you are and always will be your own work in progress, right? So it sounds like they're being, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's a little bit passive-aggressive, right? It's letting you know that, you know, you still have work to do, right? But they're making it sound like they're imparting some wisdom upon you, when really what they're saying is that, you know, you still have work to do. So, and from the archetype deck, we've got, you know, I pulled how this person, you know, how they view you, and what their energy is as well. But let me start with the tarot, okay? So in terms of like their energy towards your connection with their son or daughter, this person feels like, well, they feel like a dark cloud has moved in over them, okay? It dampens their mood. So I don't feel this is all meant to be personal towards you. I get that this person is sort of a disorganized mess in their life, okay? I get that their money might not be the greatest. In fact, I'm pretty sure of it. Or the way that they get their money is in a way that no longer suits them or inspires them. And I feel that this person's pretty superficial. So whenever you're superficial, you're focused on, I'm getting like, fame, okay? This person could even be interested in fame or popularity. This is an older person, yet they're still thinking in high school terms, like wanting to be popular, wanting to be stylish, into name brands perhaps, you know, things like this. Those things in and of themselves, you know, aren't all bad, but this person is somewhat that puts a lot of emphasis on the superficial, money, fame, pleasure seeking, having a good time, you know, above and beyond, puts that above and beyond more meaningful aspects of any relationship. Because even with the Madonna card, this person's lifestyle is pleasure without permission can be the greatest pleasure of all. So, yeah, this is the type of person that just sort of does what they want, and they're a pleasure seeker, and it makes me wonder how much of that has rubbed off on, you know, on their son or daughter. I'm just gonna say son since I channel as a feminine, but use a pronoun that fits your situation. It makes you wonder, you know, how much of that has rubbed off on the son or daughter. And with the Emperor in reverse, that tells me that this person could have taught their son to be a little bit misogynistic, okay, or chauvinistic, or feel that they're superior, you know, to feminine simply because they're a masculine, okay? So, but I get that this is very much the mother's energy. So, what did I say? I said that, unfortunately, and don't shoot the messenger. If anything, you know, it's better to be forewarned or just take it with a grain of salt and find the humor in it. But this person's like, you're a dark cloud that's moved in. It dampens my mood. I feel like this person probably struggles with anxiety or depression. You know, they've got some mental health issues. So again, it's not all personal. I'm all worried about your feelings, viewer, but I should just read the damn cards, okay? So what they're saying is that this person is low energy or low enthusiasm, okay? That's their energy towards your connection. So their thoughts, feelings, general thoughts and feelings towards this connection that you have with their son, if you have one, or if you did have one, this would be their attitude or their perception. They wouldn't feel that enthused by that, okay? They wouldn't like it very much, okay? They would probably behave a little bit dishonestly towards you, and like almost immediately feel like she's not getting enough attention anymore or not getting enough acknowledgement. Also, I'm getting back like when you met her, she would be holding back. She'd be deliberately being vague. Not giving you a lot of attention, perhaps ignoring you. I'm getting this image of kind of turning her nose up at you or pretending like you're not there, but just very subtly, you know, in the way that women catch other women behaving, but men might like miss it and be like, what, she's being nice, you know, that sort of a thing. And so that she may not think that, you know, this is all coming from deep-seated insecurities within her. So she may not think, and obviously in my opinion does not think, that she's worthy of respect. And but at the same time she feels like you're not giving her the recognition that she deserves, okay? So I feel like you could be, I mean, I'm getting that most of you are more authentic or grounded person than this person, and therefore that's a threat to her. So while you're trying to approach her, you know, like an adult with respect, the respect that you would give to anyone, basically, especially the mother of your love interest, she is taking that as like she doesn't know, she's not comfortable with that. She doesn't feel deep down that she deserves any kind of respect, to be treated like an adult. But instead she wants you to sort of like, I'm hearing worship her. That's a little extreme. I think more like look up to her, or just give her the recognition she deserves, which nobody can give that to her. She has to give it to herself. But you know, this is how she is. So I feel like you are respectful to her, but she still feels like you're not giving her the recognition that she deserves. So she's very insecure, she's very superficial, and that's where it's coming from, okay? And with this Emperor in reverse card, this is telling me that, you know, bottom line, she feels intimidated by you. Not uncommon for, you know, mothers to feel intimidated by their sons' girlfriends or spouses, you know. Some mothers are really weird and take it really too far, and almost feel like the energy of a jealous girlfriend. I'm not getting that so much. I'm getting more of a control freak energy from her, and just that I'm feeling like maybe you feel like someone that she cannot control or manipulate, and this is what is threatening. So it's not so much that she doesn't like you, it's all about her. It's very egocentric energy, okay? It's all about her and how you and your personality affect the dynamic that she has with you and with her son, and affects her getting what she wants, okay? So there is that intimidation factor. I feel like this person, when you meet them, she could be feeling like a real disorganized mess. She might hide it, you know. I don't know how else she's going to be able to hide it. Maybe you go to her house if that's where you guys first meet or whatever, and it's a mess. But on the inside, this person is feeling like a disorganized mess. And again, I feel like other areas of her life, you know, work, other relationships, things like that could also reflect that too, be disorganized as well. So it's coming across and it's affecting her emotionally, you know, and how she treats you and how she feels about you as well. So I feel that this is a person in general who is not great at establishing or keeping up relationships, whether romantic or relationships with friends, or in this case, her son's girlfriend. And so you may have to take the lead in the situation, which is kind of ironic, right? Because this is a control freak. This is somebody that fancies themselves the star, fancies themselves the leader, but at the same time are very deeply insecure and intimidated by you. So you might have to just, you know, rely on your own brains, your own wits when you're with this person to figure out how to lead the relationship in a way that has the best chance of doing the less damage or the least amount of damage to your relationship with your person. Like, I mean, I think that's about the best that you can expect, is just you being able to sort of figure out a way to lead this conversation or lead this relationship with their mother in a way that does the least amount of damage to your potential relationship or your potential future with your partner, which isn't very optimistic, okay? But it is what it is. So if it resonates, you know, great. I feel like those that this resonates with is really going to resonate with, and those that it's not resonating with, then it's not going to, and that's fine. Pick another option. But this is a general reading, and this is what I'm getting. So what else am I getting? Again, I feel that this is somebody that's very stubborn, will not budge on her beliefs. She might allow you to lead her, you know, the way that she, you know, feels comfortable you leading the situation or taking the lead. Again, this is something you're gonna have to figure out in the moment and rely on your senses to figure out. I'm not saying it's not gonna be tricky. I think it will, but I think that if you have the right approach, she will go along with it, at least so far as she's getting something out of it. But when it comes to like her core beliefs and her values, she is not going to budge on those. I feel that she does subscribe to, you know, a misogynistic way of thinking where she thinks that men are superior, or at least when it comes to her son, okay? This might be somebody that proclaims that they are very much the feminist and very empowered female, But I feel like whether it's a generational thing, depending on her age, I'm sure she's older, maybe it's a generational thing, she just has this feeling that masculines are superior, and especially her son, okay? And beware, because if this is how she raised her son, then her son may be the type that's very hard to please and may have this underlying energy or attitude that they're superior to you because they're a masculine. And also, this is the type of person that's not too swayed by emotions. So they're not going to be swayed by your emotions. This is somebody that has trained themselves to be as mind over heart as they can possibly be. And again, that's probably reflected in their son. So somebody not swayed by emotions. And this is, again, somebody very controlling and wants to manipulate people into coddling her ego, okay? Overbearing, feeling when meeting you that she is at threat of or has already lost power or status in her connection or relationship with her son, and that makes her feel weak and vulnerable. But again, I feel that she will not be real forthcoming about that. She's going to hide her feelings about that. I don't think she's going to do a very good job. This is not a terribly settled person, right? It's not. But she's going to, yeah, she'll be able to sufficiently hide certain feelings, more feelings than you might imagine. And this is because she doesn't want to appear soft, right? She equates, you know, vulnerability with being soft. This is the way of the egotist. That's because they are weak and trying to hide it. If you're strong, you don't have to hide your softness, right? So with the High Priestess here, this person could think, you know, in terms of what your love interest's mother thinks. They could think that you're hiding something from her, and she's going to be really determined to find out what your secrets are. She's going to be convinced that you're hiding something important from her and her son, and she's going to want to try to figure out what that is. And then also, she's going to think that you shared something that she would consider too much information. Okay? That's interesting. So it's like you're oversharing. In her opinion, you're oversharing things that you shouldn't be and hiding things that you should be sharing. Okay? And so, what else am I getting here? Yeah, and so she could think, you know, that you're even a little bit shameless, or that you would share parts of yourself to others that she would be too shy to reveal. Because remember, she's not someone who likes to look too deeply into herself. So if you're not like that, if you're not like her, if you're comfortable with yourself, she could, you know, choose to perceive that as being shameless. Okay? So she's thinking, and also I'm feeling like she's thinking about revealing something to you that weighs heavily on her heart. So it's one of these cases of somebody who criticizes people for living maybe a more free life or a more modern life, in the sense of being a bit more evolved emotionally, being a little bit just comfortable in being a little bit different from society. And she would ostracize you not, you know, subscribing to popular culture's sort of standards for behavior and appearance, right? She's a type that would ostracize you for being different, but at the same time envy you for it as well. Again, I feel like this is a generational thing. So she would probably want to confess something that's heavy on her heart, you know, because she feels like you're the one that would understand, because you're different, because you're shameless, but at the same time judging you for shameless, or revealing something that she wouldn't want to reveal. Okay? So so let's see some more about this situation in terms of like this person's negative attributes here. Yeah, we've just got this validation with the Father card in reverse. This is for your love interest mother. So this is somebody that's dictatorial control and abusive authority. So it could have been that she was a single mother, or she wore the pants in the family. Ironic, because she subscribes to misogynistic viewpoints. But if she's a fire sign energy, which I see that she is regardless of sign, it's a masculine energy. So even as a female, she would exude a masculine energy, but she's in a distorted masculine energy. Okay, so she could be really used to controlling her son or being able to manipulate him, because especially if she was like the dominant parent in the situation or only parent in the situation. And how is she viewing you? She's viewing you as the gambler in reverse. So viewing you as someone who is relying on luck rather than on hard work. So I feel like she is, you know, a bit judgmental towards your career or your financial standing or something along those lines, because we've got the life goals card here, which talks about be sure your life goals, lifestyles are congruent with your partners, grow together or grow apart. So your person's mother would be concerned about your life goals, right? She would be concerned that you were too much of a gambler. Maybe you literally like to, you know, gamble, play the lotto, go to the casino. Not that it's any of her business, but I feel that for most of you, this is about her perception of you, you know, relying on luck rather than on hard work, right? Some of you could even be exclusive with your person. But I feel that she's interfering in that as much as she can, and she will continue to going forward. An external party is intruding on this relationship. So again, I feel this is somebody who has quite a wounded inner child, has difficulty, is very emotionally immature, let's put it that way, and that's evident in her communication style. A primary function, I thought it was interesting that the sun came out from the Making Magic deck, because we got the sun in reverse here, and this says the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. So this is somebody that wants fame and fortune, and I feel that maybe she even relies on your person, you know, financially to some degree in order to maintain a haughty lifestyle that she can't afford on her own. Okay, so not a glowing review for love interest mom, but this person is interesting to say the least. Yeah, she has a lot of healing that I feel that she needs to do, but we did get a message from her guides for you, so from her higher self, right? Not her egoic lower self who is showing up here in the reading today, but from her higher self. We got the leadership card, and it says Holy Spirit, number 51. So six is a creative number. A lot of actors and creators or artists are number 6. We've got a dove here. Doves are a symbol of peace. We've got 3 people on the ladder. So in order to advance in this connection, be prepared to take this woman with you. Let her, I mean, this is you leading the way, and this is her pulling, you know, the sun back down. But again, since this is from the higher self, you know, I think it's worth, you know, listening to what her higher self has to say to you. So the higher self is complimenting you, acknowledging that you are an enterprising individual. Some of you might be self-employed, and this is why she would have preferred her son be with like an accountant or a corporate executive or something, you know, stereotypically American mentality of what is considered a stable, good career. But the higher self acknowledging that you are a motivated individual and encouraging you to continue to stand in your authority, to not dull your shine, because we've got this card as well that came out. Time to shine creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Continue shining. Just because this person is a failed starlet, that's what she's kind of coming across as, even if she's not. Technically, she didn't have to be an actor or anything, just this is her personality. Doesn't mean that, you know, you should dim your shine. Go ahead and shine, because, you know, karmically speaking, this is teaching this person valuable lessons, and you're learning lessons too from this. Maybe there is something to be said about you taking your career, your money more seriously. But either way, you know, their higher self is saying and encouraging you to consciously and fully embrace, you know, your leadership position. So it's conscious, it's saying, like, with regard to this person, don't let this person walk all over you. You know, do take the leadership role with regards to this person. And it's practice for you to take the leadership role in other areas of your life, including with the relationship with the love interest, but other areas like career as well. So, you know, they're encouraging you to have focus, to work on your stability, your dedication, your discipline, because through that, you know, you move from the background to the foreground, and then you become recognized for your wisdom and for your competence, so that others are more naturally drawn to you and you have a more charismatic vibration, and others will follow your lead and rightfully sense that you can be trusted. So there is an opportunity or a chance for you to win this person's trust, you know, which is definitely going to be beneficial to the relationship, because having somebody like this against you, an overbearing person like this against you, it is definitely problematic, or would be. So the guides are saying, you know, that allow yourself to shine and allow yourself to find a way to lead this relationship in such a way that, you know, this person sees your value, because the higher self sees your value, but this person, the mother on earth, does not see your value as much, or she sees it and is intimidated by it. So that's why they're trying to inspire you to allow yourself to be inspired by the Holy Spirit, to make no apologies for your confidence or your enthusiasm, because this is what is leading others to higher ground, including this person, even though she might judge you or say that you're being too open or something, too shameless, whatever, right? So just be mindful, though, not to try too hard with this person, not to stress yourself out, not to go into overdrive over it. Don't become disconnected from Prime Creator, from Source. Don't become disconnected, because then you will get burnt out on this whole situation. And because enthusiasm is like fire, so once you start to see that you're making progress with this person, you might, you know, become hungry for her approval, and then it burns the situation up. So don't do that. Enthusiasm is like fire. It must be contained, or it can consume you. So Holy Spirit's message for you, you know, from this person's higher self: lead with confidence, okay? So I'm going to take this over to Vimeo, where I'm going to look at the past, no, actually the present, the future, and the outcome of the situation, and then we're going to look at what this person is seeing in you in terms of what they like about you, and also I'm going to show you, you know, this person's better qualities. And I think I'm going to ask the Yes No Oracle a question as well. So if you'd like to follow me over there. Oh, before I forget, I even made these little slips here. So, yeah, specifically regarding this topic, let's see what it says. Let's get a couple. I'm glad I didn't forget that. Okay. So, in terms of like what this person, your love interest mother, is thinking about you, it says this charmer needs to be constantly pampered, paid attention to, lavished with gifts, must have designer everything, and she treats service people with disdain. Okay, I don't think this is what she thinks about you, although she might be projecting herself and her own traits onto you. I feel like this is her. She needs to be constantly pampered, paid attention to, lavish with gifts, must have designer everything, and she treats service people with disdain. So, yeah, she could be saying that about you, or rather feeling or thinking that way about you, option one, but I'm getting that that's more her. And then we've got Needy Nelly. In love with love. What? In love with love, not with you. Needs constant contact, validation, and attention. She may even be jealous of your friends. Yeah, this is a pill. Did I not say this person's a pill? So I feel like I'm gonna have to get you some advice as well on how to deal with this person. Because I mean, you know, you need it. So follow me over to Vimeo, extended version, and then the link for that is in the description box below. And if you would rather not, I don't blame you. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video and if it resonated, please hit the like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you do subscribe, please hit the bell icon to receive notifications when I upload a new video, as well as let me know in the comment section down below if you know this person, if it resonated. You could do that. That'd be great. And I'll talk to you next time. Good evening, option 2. Welcome. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So this is your love interest's mother. What do they think and feel about you? Okay. Spray a little sage spray here. Got everything pre-shuffled, ready to go, meditated on. So let's look. So for option 2, how does option 2's love interest mother feel towards them? What is the general energy here? The general energy here is the Lover's card in reverse, okay? So that's Gemini energy. Could be in somebody's chart. Doesn't have to be. Lovers in reverse, my first thought and feeling is that you guys are in separation from your love interest. So most of you are in separation from your love interest, and the mother is unhappy about this. And she feels her son is unable to express his love, or he fears that if he does, he'll get rejected. So there was a choice that was made that the mother is not happy about, okay? We've got this validated by the decision card that wanted to come out. It's time to decide about this relationship. So not only was there a choice made, I feel like there's another choice that needs to be made, okay? So perhaps about getting back together. But whatever choice has already been made, most likely the choice to break up or separate. Some of you are in legal separation from this person, on the verge of divorce. But whatever it is, you take what resonates, a general reading. This mother is not happy about it. I get for some of you that your person ended it because they were divided within themselves. Like there was some sort of a division within themselves. But we'll get more into that a bit later. Also, I get outside circumstances played a role in this as well, right? Just like any breakup, outside circumstances play a role. There's issues or conflicts within. And it could have been, you know, that you guys just found that you were not compatible at the time. There was incompatibility or fighting in the relationship. But any or all of those could have interfered with this connection. It's like she really thought that you guys were the one for her son, okay? But now she's having doubts. So, makes sense. You guys are in separation or divorcing, so now she's she's doubting that you guys are as compatible as she once thought that you were. And I'm getting it. This is happening because someone didn't honor the commitment that they should have, okay? This could even have been her son. And she's aware of this. And the next card that came out, so how does she feel towards you? How does your love interest's mother feel towards you? We've got the beautiful Four of Wands, okay? So she feels like, a big part of her still feels very much that you are a soulmate to her son, okay? You know, as soon as I saw the Lovers in reverse, I thought, you know, that you guys are in separation, and that unlike the first option, this mother isn't the reason why. This mother wants you guys to be together, and that was validated for me by the Four of Wands. We've got the festival here, Four of Wands, as you can see. There's garland hanging, there's flowers, pumpkins, so abundance. This could be a celebration. So you're talking about you guys having been married or having had an engagement celebration. But it's also talking about a festival. We've got the festival card that came out from Making Magic deck that talks about, you know, an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. So your mother-in-law, your ex-mother-in-law, or your love interest's mother is planning something, I feel. Planning a fantastic party or event where she's hoping that that you and the son will get back together, basically. That you'll have some fun and you'll communicate and it will be a positive thing, okay? Also, I'm getting this mother feels that you've achieved some sort of success in your life, okay? Yeah. Some of you are creative types, artists, graphic designers, something creative, okay? And, you know, even if you haven't been in touch with this mother, she's very in tune with you, okay? We've got the Visionary card representing the mother's energy. And this is about the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. So she could literally be looking into her crystal ball and scrying what's going on in your life if you guys are not in communication. She could be a tarot card reader, but even if she's none of those things, she definitely has a really good intuition. I feel like some of you, if not a lot of you, are still in contact with her from time to time, or pretty regularly even. But she can see beneath the surface of things. She has a willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. And I feel like that's why it's bothering her so much, that she thought you were the one for her son, but yet you guys are broken up. So she's trying to concoct something, a party perhaps, inviting you over to the house to get things back on, you know, solid ground between the two of you, to give you guys another chance. And we've got the dragonfly here that wanted to come out from the love oracle, and this says, be lighthearted, find out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So all of these things would be necessary for you and the sun to move forward. Even if you are not separated from this person, even if you've never been with this person, there is some adaptation that needs to occur for you guys to be together. There is a lighthearted approach that needs to be taken here. I feel like you will find something out. Something will come to light that is of a surprising or happy nature, okay? And I feel it has to do with, you know, restoring harmony to this connection. And it has to do with home, and it has to do with great friendships. Some of you guys could actually be great friends, or have the potential to be great friends with this mother. Maybe you're, you know, friends with her son, and it hasn't evolved yet, though I'm not getting that strongly. That is a possibility. So just take what resonates. There's a sense of home and friendship here on the horizon, and your mother feels this, and she's a visionary. So I tend to kind of give her a little bit of the benefit of the doubt on that. And she feels that you have reaped some rewards. Maybe she's wanting to throw a celebration in your honor, especially if you've achieved something at work, and if you're friends, then she would want to do that. There's some sort of celebration here. There's some sort of achievement or reaping of rewards that you're on the verge of having, or that you have had. Some of you may, I'm still getting that you have reaped rewards in some sort of a field, likely a creative field, okay? But some of you stay behind closed doors, okay? So maybe this mother's wanting to have a party or throw a celebration that she's hoping you'll come to get you out from behind closed doors, you know, so that you can reconcile with her son. Some of you, this person, this mother, feels that you're way too content inside of your house to do anything outside of the house. Because we've got the Hermit in reverse is how your mother is feeling or seeing you. And this is about withdrawn from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. Well, you can't help others in need if you are in need yourself, and you are just a little too happy staying cooped up within your four walls, according to this mother, and they're wanting to get you out of the house. Also, I'm getting that the sun could be mirroring that energy. Your mother-in-law or this mother figure seems to think that you guys are twin flame soulmates. This is the Four of Wands, can represent twin flame soulmates, whether she knows that term or not, which I think that probably, you know, she might. But regardless, I feel that the person, your love interest, is mirroring your energy. And so if you haven't heard from the sun in a while, it could be, you know, that he's not wanting to reach outside of his comfort zone either. So, but, you know, also I'm getting that the mother is, you know, really comfortable with what she knows, and she feels like she knows you, okay? Whether she knows you well or not, she's got a sense about you, again, a very intuitive person. She feels that she knows the type of person you are. She feels that she knows you. She's comfortable with you. She wants to keep you around. And she feels that you and her son could have a peaceful, content, happy, easy, financially secure, and comfortable home together. as is indicated by the Four Wands. The next card we got here, so what does she think of you? What does she think? Page of Wands. So we got Gemini energy, then we've got fire sign energy so far. She thinks that you are a spunky young person. There could be an age difference between you and her son. Doesn't have to be. Obviously, there would be an age difference between you and his mother. But regardless, she's seeing you as a spunky young person with a curious mind, someone who's eager to learn. You could be eager to learn from her, okay? I do feel that she feels and sees herself in you. Because we've got the Artist card that came out for you as far as, you know, the more positive light that she's seeing you in. And this is a card that says expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So this is similar to visionary, right? This is talking about expressing a dimension of life beyond the five senses. Visionaries use their sixth sense, which is beyond the five senses. So it's like you both channel energy and manifest. You manifest it in perhaps into a material form, like a creative creation, and maybe she manifests it into her relationships in terms of giving advice, teaching, and sharing and communicating. But she does see, you know, this childlike side within you, I feel that she can relate to, you know, and that she likes very much. You know, she sees you as optimistic, and like I said, you've got a curious mind, you're eager to succeed, you're enthusiastic, and you're childlike. I'm hearing that song by Rod Stewart, Forever Young. So regardless of your age, you have this energy of being forever young, this spirit of youthfulness within you. And so even when you're much, much older and a grandparent, you're going to have this youthful energy. Your love interest's mother sees this, okay? So you are definitely a creator of some kind. And I feel that it is starting to make you money. She wants to celebrate that. And she thinks that I just think she likes having you around. She likes you as a person. She thinks you're playful. She thinks you're innocent, you're open, and you're honest. And also she thinks that you bring, you know, you bring out the passion and adventurous spirit in her son. And it sounds like he is staying behind closed doors a lot. So she's wanting to get him out too. She's wanting you both to lighten up, right? She feels both of your pain. She's very empathic and intuitive. And so I feel like whatever pain has happened is something has come to light. Something came to light in the relationship. And it's requiring a healing. It changed things between you, but she feels that that there could be stability in this connection again between the two of you. With the stability card, this relationship can stand the test of time. So whatever came to light, she doesn't feel like that should be the end of things. And to validate that card, we have the Earth card. So she could be an Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Or you could, anybody could really, but this is saying, like, it's validating Earth is stable, and she feels that stability could be returned to this connection if you guys were to heal whatever caused the rift in the connection. And it looks like something, you know, you found something out. But we'll get into more of that later. This card says, ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. So definitely some sort of chaos ensued in the connection between the two of you, between you and her son, that is. But she still feels that there is a chance for you guys, a good chance. She's hoping for it, okay? She really wants it to be, she wants it to be the case. So we've got the Leonard Cohen card came out representing your love interest mother, okay? So remember, it doesn't matter if it's a man on the card. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. The more balanced those energies are, the healthier we are. And it's interesting because it says on here, when it comes to art, all that matters is telling your story well. So she's extremely proud of whatever you're achieving in your field of work, in your chosen profession. And it's something to do with creativity, it's something to do with the arts. It could be writing, drawing, painting, acting, composing, playing an instrument, singing, anything. Whatever it is, you do it with a flourish, okay? And she says that, that's her attitude towards life too. Whatever you do, tell your story well. And I feel like she is a natural storyteller. She has a way with words. And she sees your story with her son going a certain way. And she sees it ending, beautifully, in a satisfying way after some twists and turns, plot twists. This is what she's seeing, okay? So she's definitely not giving up on the potential for you guys. And then she just lives her life like someone that travels lightly through the darkness. And she sees you as a traveler. Page of Wands is a traveler. Again, this is just indicating validation of that she sees herself in you. And what mother doesn't want her son to end up with someone like her, okay? Now, maybe you don't think you guys are alike. She sees it that way, though. Maybe you've traveled with these people before. But either way, she just tries to travel lightly through the darkness. Life is full of light and dark, and you just have to move through it to get past it and not let it weigh you down. And her message to you is learn to live in the intervals between events. So I feel like she feels that your life has sort of come to a standstill since this breakup from her son, or this conflict, whatever this is, this rift in the connection. She feels that you are hermiting a bit too much, more than you need to be. And if it's that you need to make a decision about this connection, she's hoping you make a decision to give it another chance with her son. She thinks that you guys can have a happy home and that you have a great friendship and that you shouldn't let that go to waste. So the advice for you from your love interest's mother's higher self, we got the inner child card, number 42. It's number 6. 6 is the number of the creator. And it's called intuition, which makes sense. She's a visionary. So that is from the Ask Your Guides deck. So regarding this reading and the situation here, this card talks about invention. You could be an inventor. It talks about trust, impulses, and instinct. And so what she's saying to you, or what her guides are saying to you, is that you need to listen to your inner child as your inner child is trying to emerge, and the door to your inner child is opening, and as your inner child walks through, you're giving birth to increased intuition. Okay, again, seeing you reflect not only your person but your person's mother too. And you may not be entirely comfortable with this newfound source of insight that you're having, and you may not know exactly what to do with it. But this card is saying, don't toss it aside, don't analyze it to death. Some of you, if you've had increased anxiety and you don't know why, that's often a sign of suppressed intuition, just so you know. So you're being asked not to suppress that intuition, not to overanalyze it to death, but instead to accept it. It's a gift, and play with it. Play with this gift. Apply your intuition to non-threatening situations at first to learn how it works. If that means simply trying to predict the color of the shirt of the next person who walks into the grocery store as you're walking out, or just little games like that to just kind of try it out, play with it, get comfortable with it. You'll probably be surprised at how accurate you are, and this helps to grow it. And at the very least, it helps you to accept it and not be afraid of it. So don't try to control it, because you can't. Your love interest mother's higher self saying, it's exciting and it's powerful, and your intuition is to be respected and followed but not tamed. because you can't tame it. So trust your inner child's willingness to share, you know, its magic with you, because everybody's going to benefit from your increased and improved intuition and the ability for you to trust into your intuition. Everybody is going to benefit from that. So she's just asking you to please just trust your intuition. She thinks she's going to get the results that she seeks from you and her son in this connection if you do so. And I think that she does have your best interests at heart. So let me get, before I take this to the extended, a couple of messages from my handy dandy box here in terms of how the mother, you know, feels and thinks about you. We've got drama queen. So her reactions are outrageous, over the top, and explosive. So yeah, her son may have, you know, screwed up, but it looks like she thinks that you know, you could be a little bit over the top in your reaction. Maybe what just depends on what the son did or what happened to create this rift, but you had an outrageous, over the top, explosive reaction in this woman's point of view. Again, I don't feel like it's much of a criticism because this person is the same way. I feel that she's just older and wiser and has learned how to control her extreme emotions. Aw, this is a good one. It says, I'm grateful she makes my son happy. If she makes him feel fulfilled, that is the greatest gift she can give me. Nothing else really matters. She really has a lot of faith that that you can make her son happy again, and that you're the right person for her son in the future as well. And that's all that really matters. She loves her son. She wants him to be happy. She thinks you're the one to do it. Okay? So I'm going to take this over to the extended. The link for that will be in the description box down below. I'll pull some more tarot cards and see the present, future, and outcome of the situation. We'll take a look at, you know, some of the, one of the negative traits or the negative feelings or thoughts that that your mother-in-law possesses towards this, towards you or towards this connection. And then I'm going to get, for option 1, I needed to get a whole lot of advice, okay? Because that was the nature of that reading. You don't need a whole lot of advice, but I will get you an advice card. We got one from her guides. We'll get you one from your guides, as well as I'm going to ask a question of the Angel Answers Oracle as well, okay? So if you feel like following me over there, please do so. And if this is where we part ways, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope you did like the reading and it did resonate. And if so, let me know how it resonated in the comment section down below. And hit the like button if you did like it, and please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when I upload a new video. And we'll talk to you next time. All right, option 3, welcome to your reading. So how does your person's mother, how do they think, how do they feel about you, okay? Got the cards all shuffled and spread out, meditated on, so let's get started. So option 3, how does our love interest's mother feel and think about them? So your love interest's mother, general energy towards you, option 3, is the Queen of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So what this is telling me is, since it's in reverse, that, you know, her general impression is that this relationship has soured, or it is souring. And, you know, I've got also the Knight of Wands in reverse. Is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'll tell you the signs for those who like to know the signs. It's mostly the energy that's important, although you could have it in your chart. Bottom line, it looks like somebody has cheated in this connection. And to be completely honest and upfront, it looks like you have cheated in this connection. If you know that's not the case and it was actually your person who cheated, or nobody cheated, you can stick around. The reading can still have messages for you. This is a general reading. Different parts will resonate for different people for the most part. However, I am getting that this is a lack of trust on this mother's part. Her general impression is this connection has soured, and it may be because somebody cheated and that's the reason why it's souring, okay? So, could be that this mother is hiding her feelings, is closed off and distrustful towards you. And if that's the case, it's very likely that you have cheated, or she believes that you have, okay? Or she takes you as the type that's fickle, flirtatious, and will cheat on her child. Now, anybody can be watching this. You can be watching this for somebody that you're currently involved with, an ex or a crush. Then you're just wanting to know, what the relationship with the mother would be like. So, as it stands, this is how it's looking, okay? Like, this person would be distrustful of you for some reason. I feel that this is someone who is highly emotional, with clouded judgment, and getting that, you could be as well, or this is how she is viewing you. But I feel that when it comes to her child, however rational she might be, she becomes real irrational real fast when it comes to the thought that you might not be the best person for her kid, okay? Because as it stands now, this mother is viewing this situation as unstable, and that someone is being manipulative, indiscriminate, hypersensitive, or undependable, okay? So this mother could be being manipulative and hypersensitive, and you could be a little bit as well. Just take it how it resonates, but the underlying theme, bottom line, is the sense of feeling that you're not trustworthy, that you have cheated, would cheat, or in some way are not trustworthy, and that you're undependable, okay? So, yeah. Viewing the situation as unstable, and especially if you're a masculine energy, regardless of your gender, I'm getting again that you're probably the one that's cheated or behaved in a fickle or flirtatious way that's been disrespectful or perceived as disrespectful by this mother. No mother wants their daughter to be cheated on. I'm just going to channel as a feminine, so use the pronoun, that suits your situation. I'm just making it easier on myself because I'm getting a lot of messages coming through that this mother feels like you are the one who cheated or would cheat, and this mother, this doesn't have to be the truth about you, okay? But they feel this way about you, and this mother just doesn't see you as a knight in shining armor type person. She doesn't see you as a knight in shining armor at all. If she did, you would be in the upright. And she feels that her daughter, that her daughter should be more cautious of you, and that her daughter should actually take a step back from the situation, okay? Or son, whoever it is. She is feeling her kid should take a step back from the situation and be more cautious. Now, I feel like the daughter or son, I'm just gonna say daughter because it's easier, is, somewhat of an innocent, or at least in the mother's eye, right? Sometimes parents don't see their kids clearly, or maybe this person is really this way, blowing bubbles, fun-loving, bubbly, manifesting, embracing the moment, airy, flowing, and being in the now. Maybe she doesn't see you clearly. Maybe she's being really optimistic. Maybe you guys are in, separation. Like I said, it's like this mother figure is viewing this connection as soured or souring. And so maybe you guys are in separation. She's still trying to manifest you, though, because she's longing for you. Someone is secretly yearning for you. So you may know this, you may not know this. The card says someone is secretly yearning for you. And I feel that it is the daughter. But the mother is cautioning the daughter to take a step back. Maybe she's the reason you guys split up if you've split up, or the reason there's distance in this connection. I feel that the daughter is wanting to persevere with this connection, with the perseverance card. Maybe you are as well, but I'm getting this more for the daughter. This card is about the motivation to keep going despite the odds. So it's like the daughter knows that you might be a bit of a, a bit of a player, okay? But she's still trying to manifest you, like her optimism, her positive energy, like her her love and her light can somehow transform you. Like if she puts in enough law of attraction or spell work that you'll eventually change. And the mother is like really concerned about this, telling the daughter, you know, don't jump in head first. Ask, you know, ask questions now, not later, okay? No jumping in first and then asking questions later. Ask questions now. So she, you know, just simply may not like how, you know, it could be as simple as all cheating and other things, player behavior aside. It could be something as simple for some of you as that you may not respond right away to the daughter's text messages or phone calls. You're late responding, or when you do respond, you send her mixed messages. So, you know, basically, this mother is not viewing you as reliable, and she could even be judging. She could even be judging your social media posts as well. Maybe, you know, she can. Anybody can look anybody up on social media, and or maybe you guys are friends, or somehow, you know, she sees them. That's a possibility. So take it if it resonates, don't if it doesn't. That'll resonate for somebody though. Also, I'm getting that she feels that you're a little bit too spendy. She wonders about your finances. She feels like that is affecting this connection. And I feel like the mother preys on this. This mother might be religious, but I'm certainly feeling that she's so concerned that she's praying for her daughter's well-being and health in this connection with you, and praying for her daughter's safety and making and her ability to make the best choice for her highest good. She's asking for heavenly assistance, you know, from her guides and from her angels for this. Yeah, so you could be a spendthrift, right? You could like to spend your money. Maybe you don't balance your checkbook enough. Maybe it's as simple as that. But for a lot of you, I feel that this mother feels that you know, spend more than you can afford to spend, and that you should tuck those credit cards away and save more money, especially if you want to be with her daughter. She feels like you're going to get yourself into trouble financially, or that you already are in trouble financially. And I'm also getting that some of you are like restless on your job, or are in between jobs or changing jobs, and this concerns the mother as well. So she just all around option 3, don't shoot the messenger. This is what's coming through. You know, if the roles are reversed, switch the roles around. But this mother in this reading, you know, doesn't trust because she feels that you know, whoever this knight is representing is fickle, flirtatious, and perhaps has ended this relationship with her child, or keeps putting off the relationship, or putting off making a commitment or taking it to the next level. So she doesn't like it. And maybe you have delayed a trip that the two of you are going to take, as well as this knight can talk about. Knights and pages in general talk about travel, and it's in reverse. So it could be a trip that was also delayed or postponed. So she just feels that you're unreliable. And what is she thinking about you? The Justice card. It says Libra energy. This mother thinks that you're going to get, you know, she thinks that you're going to reap what you've sown. She thinks that you should have been more fair-minded with her kid. You should be more balanced. You should be more temperate or patient with her kid. She wants quality for her child. So whatever that means for the situation. She wants quality and equality, okay? Because justice is about equality. She wants justice for her child. For some, it could mean she wants you to honor her child by putting a ring on it, okay? Taking it to the next level. That'll resonate for a few. But for others of you, it means that she wants you to divorce if you're married, or to separate, stay separated if you're already separated, or separate your assets equally if you're breaking up. So if you guys have shared assets because you live together or you're married, she wants to see that divided equally and fairly, and she's fairly confident that she can help that to happen, even if it means going to court. For some of you, it could involve, if there's a potential for it to involve the legal system, this mother is looking at that and is pretty confident that that she could work it to her favor and to her child's favor here. But bottom line, you know, at the very least, it's wanting more, you know, fairness for her child, and wanting her child to be honored and treated properly, which is understandable for any parent. So especially if you know that some of this reading about in terms of cheating or treating this person unfairly are true. And I feel that, you know, for those that this is resonating with, definitely there are people out there who know why she feels this way about them. Definitely there are people out there that have at the very least lied to the daughter, or even cheated. I feel a lot of stress and anxiety and shame from some of you. And you know, maybe you know what the situation's about, even if it's not you that is feeling that way. I feel like, you know, some of you know what this situation is about. And I feel that this mother feels that she is being fair and objective with you and not taking sides. She might be a Libra, so she really fancies herself as being somebody who sees all sides of a situation and is very fair and objective. However, this is her kid. It's very hard for her to be objective and to leave emotions out of it. And her emotions are clouding her judgment. She feels her daughter's emotions are clouding the judgment. Maybe yours are too, but hers are certainly being clouded, you know, as well, despite thinking that maybe, you know, she's being super objective. And she absolutely thinks, this mother thinks that she is vindicated, you know, because, you know, basically she feels like she called it, that she knew that you didn't have good judgment from the start. And even for some of you, this mother, you know, thinks that you probably don't even love her child. But even if you do love her child, you haven't treated her well, according to this mother, and you deserve a taste of your own medicine. This mother is thinking in terms of, you know, tit for tat. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And she's not planning on taking the high road with you if push comes to shove, okay? Keeping it real for you, option 3. Don't feel picked on, please. You know, if you want to be made to feel better in comparison, look at option 1. If you want to choose another option, feel free to do so. Option 2 was the best in terms of parental approval so far. But we'll see what goes on in this connection in this reading. And yeah, in the connection with the mother going forward. So I pulled an archetype card from the archetype deck for the mother. And her energy towards you is that of Miriam. I never know how to say her last name. Makeba. Okay. And so her message to you is, in an age of liars, the truth is dynamite. So this is just justifying the rest of the reading that she doesn't feel you've been truthful about something. She's basically calling you a liar. She's telling you, she's encouraging you to be honest and tell the truth. Her attitude, you know, towards your connection, whatever it is, to her child is, you know, if the times are broken, it's our job to mend them. So it's like, there's no excuse. We can't blame externals, like the way that we were raised, or the times that we live in, or the state of the world at present, you know, worldly events or anything like that. Not that you're doing that, but maybe some of you are. She thinks you are. She's letting you know that, hey, you need to take responsibility for your actions. And if you've been dishonest, you need to take responsibility for that. Especially, yeah, if you've broken this relationship. And if you've broken the trust of the love interest. And her lifestyle is, your joy makes full of your oppressors. So she's not planning on letting you get her down. She's not planning on get her daughter down. And if you've gotten her daughter down, she is not planning on letting you keep her daughter down. Because she wants to make a fool of her oppressors. Okay, and her oppressors are anybody, I feel, that has wronged her in some way. And if you've wronged her child, then she feels that you have wronged her in some way. So you know, what is she feeling about you? Let's see something nice that she thinks about you, right? Okay, so what's the light side? What is the light that she sees within you, viewer? The light that she sees within you is the Pioneer card. So that you have a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So she views you as a pioneer in some way, shape, or form. Okay, you do have a passion for creating, or passion for doing what has not been done before, that there is something about you that is leadership material, that is fearless, pioneering, and like maverick energy. And what are some good qualities of this mother? Her energy towards her connection with you is that of the priest in the upright. So this is someone who facilitates spiritual commitments and serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So this is again validating in the sense, that spirit is very important to her. She could be religious, she could be spiritual. Obviously those aren't synonyms, but they fall in the same category of belief systems. So this card says heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. She calls upon, this is her praying for her child and her child's well-being, being very concerned about the way you treat this child, and the child's continued longing and desire for you despite that poor treatment. She's really wanting, I just got the sense of something. She's really wanting justice in this situation. And this, and for some of you, not to freak you out, she's not above Santeria or some other sort of spell casting ritual to attain karmic justice in the situation. I'm not saying she's done it. I feel like she hasn't done it yet. She would consider it if the connection does not improve, or if you continue to harm her child. Okay. I think most of them, though, are just praying for everything to work out in this connection. And by work out, a lot of them do want you to leave her daughter alone, leave her child alone. But they want you to also get your just desserts, get what's coming to you, to reap what you've sown. They want you to make it up to the child, or make rectification, at the very least apologize. They do want to see, this mother wants to see justice in the situation, and she's praying for that. So what time do we got? Okay, I did get a message from this mother's higher self to you. Okay, so regardless of what the lower self is thinking about you, option 3, the higher self has a message for you. I'm going to read that. And then I have, I'm going to pull from my little bag of messages, a couple of messages from this mother in terms of, what she thinks and feels towards you as well. But first we're going to look at the Ask Your Guides, which is number 30. So somebody could be born on the 30th, or the 30th of the month. Could have significance. Somebody could be 30 years old. 3 life path, 3 personality numbers, something like that. So it's the Death card. Sounds ominous, but let's see what it says. We've got a couple angels here. That is just that is just validating what I was saying about this mother calling in the divine to come for your ass if you don't get correct. Okay, look. All right. So what is this about? This is about this person here is feeling humiliated. This person here is feeling like giving up, surrendering, feeling defeated, feeling devastated. So if you made her daughter feel devastated, defeated, or humiliated, expect to feel the same way. And honest to God, some of you do feel that way already. I can feel your energy, and I know that's true. And this mother has probably helped, you get your karma. I feel like you created your own karma. She probably helped to speed it up and make the justice a little swifter through her prayers and affirmations. Okay? But what is the higher self saying to you? What advice does the higher self have for you here? Well, basically that, as hard as it is to admit, it's time to give up on your present efforts, whatever those are, and walk away from a situation that's got no more life in it. So if it's this connection, the mother's higher self is saying, let this connection go, let this girl alone, okay, or this boy. If it's a job for some of you, because I saw that you guys could be restless or in the midst of changing jobs or thinking about it, it's saying to do that, because the mother was worried about finances as well. but it's basically saying that, you know, whether it's a dead-end job or this relationship has run its course, or it could even just be a pattern of behavior, like cheating behavior, unfaithful behavior, non-committal behavior, flirtatious fickleness, whatever that is, mixed message sending. This pattern of behavior is no longer getting you what you want. So you need to recognize that it's not working for you anymore. And not just because of this relationship with your love interest, but going forward, it's not going to work for you anymore. The higher self is telling you this, that there are times in our lives when circumstances come to a natural end, and that's pretty much beyond our control. When things come to their natural end, they come to their natural end. And this is one of those times. So whether it's talking about that job, this relationship, or your patterns, or some combination thereof, you know, those things are coming to an end. Her guardian angels, you know, are surrounding you with the reality that there is a dead end situation that is settling in your life right now, and they want you to be comforted. The guides aren't out for blood, although the mother might be. Not for all of you, and I'm half joking. The guides, you know, are of the divine, and they're surrounding you, and they want to help you, and they're comforting you at this time when it appears like all is lost. Okay. So although this is not talking about a physical death, this mother's angels are telling you, you know, that something has indeed died, and that it's time to let it go. And it's something that's been harming your spirit, okay? So you already know, like, if it's not this love interest that's been harming your spirit, then it's something else then. It's something that's been harming your spirit that needs to go. And, you know, the good news is that the worst has already occurred, and it will not get any worse than this. And very soon, you know, a new day will dawn for you. And as hard as it is to admit, you know, just accept defeat, accept this dead end, accept surrender. Because the sooner that you do, the sooner the real gifts that you seek will appear from the right resources. So I think this is a very poignant message from this mother's guides, you know, and they're acknowledging that it's not an easy time for you. It's not an easy time for anybody, but not just is she worried about her daughter. In a sense, her higher self is also acknowledging that, you know, it's not an easy time for you, but it will become easier if you let go. And so their message to you is let go and let God take over and move on. Let go and let God take over and move on. So let's get those messages here. For option 3, show me what the mother thinks and feels here. Okay, we've got, I support their decision. In the end, my opinion will not win out. It is his or her life and his or her happiness that matters. And they will appreciate my support and resent my disapproval. So this is this mother saying that, you know, whatever happens between you and the love interest, you know, this love interest longs for you, trying to manifest you. This mother is going to support that decision in the end, okay? In the end, she realizes that her opinion cannot win out, that it is her child's life and happiness that matters, and that the child will appreciate the mother's support, you know, a lot, and will equally, you know, resent any disapproval. So it's just not worth it. That she just basically is saying, I concede, you know, I surrender. If this is what my daughter wants and this is what you guys decide to work out, then, you know, I'm going to support it. And the next message is the debater. The debater. So with regards to you, the mother is saying that you need to argue constantly, that there is more negative conversation than positive with you. So you might be an air sign. But I'm not picking on you, air signs. I think, you know, in the extended, I did see some air energy. So I'm going to take it over there and we're going to pull some more tarot cards and maybe some messages from your person. I'm certainly going to pull you know, cards from the Ask Your Angels deck. I'm going to ask a question of that. And then we'll look at, you know, some of the negative attributes the mother has, you know, towards you. And then also, you know, like negative attributes that you have, and we do that not to pick on you, but to help lead you in the right direction on how to fix certain things, because I assume that you care about this person that you came to the video for. You wouldn't care what the mother thinks. So if you want to fix situation, follow me over to the extended, and so yeah, we'll get some of these questions answered and get some more information for you. So if you'd like to follow me over there, the link for that is in the description box below. And if this is where we part ways, thank you for tuning in. I hope that was helpful in some way, and you know, hit the like button if you did like it. Subscribe if you haven't already, please. And if you do subscribe, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when I upload a new video. And if it did resonate, or you know what this whole situation is talking about, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll talk to you next time.